All right, so here it is in our vise. We've got a 1/32 ounce number 8 sickle hook, and we were going to tie a small little bluegill jig. And what I was going to do is I was going to use this micro Chanel in the body, and I kind of changed my mind. I think I'm just going to go with a UV resin coated body. I've got a head painted chartreuse dipped in Protect powder paint. I am going to be using 210 ultra thread. And what we're going to do is we're going to tie in a little bit of bucktail, we're going to tie in a little bit of flash, and then we're going to build the body up real good with this 210 in here. And that's what I love about using 210. I use a whole lot of UV resins, and it helps build that body up instead of using the Chanel. So we are coating our jig head, shank of the hook, with Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails. And we are going to start wrapping this jig head. We're going to start, I'm going to bump this camera all over the place. I got a feeling about it, so bear with me, folks. We're going to start right there behind the head. We're going to wrap it all the way down to the point of the hook, maybe just a little bit further, and we're going to come back up. We are going to stop right there. I'm going to get my little scissors, and I'm going to trim off that tag end, just like so. And I'm going to be taking this white bucktail that I've got butchered up, that I've used for who knows what else, probably walleye jigs, some crappie jigs and stuff like that. And I'm going to pull off just a little pinch right here at the very top. We're going to pull off. I usually use my fingers. Apologize about my hands. My hands are rough. Been a welder all my life. Beat up pretty good. We're going to pull off about 1 inch of that bucktail, and then we'll see if that's enough to keep us going. I'm just going to cut it right there. We're going to put it right on the shank of the hook, and I'm going to kind of push it down to where it goes all the way over that hook. And then I'm going to start wrapping. We're going to stop right there and see what we got. That ain't going to be too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's check the other side. It might be fooling me on the other side. Now we got it on the other side too. It looks good. I usually check it all the way around, make sure you got it all wrapped the way you want it to before you start getting it all nice and tight. When you're tying bucktail, you always want to remember you're wanting to put the pressure on from the bottom up. So when you're going down, you're kind of loosening it up. But when you get the bottom, pull it up. That'll help keep that bucktail from rolling on you. But that's also what the Sally Hansen, the coat of Sally Hansen's doing also, is giving it a base to stick to. So we're going to wrap it up right till there. And now we are going to put some kind of flash in it. And this is a quick little easy jig that don't take that long to tie, and you don't need a whole lot of really fancy expensive materials. It's just you know, a simple jig with the least amount of material that you can possibly need. You know, some flash, some old bucktail, some old, you know, some painted jig heads, some stuff like that. The UV resin, I am using a Lumi UV, and it don't have to be the UV resin. You could also get away with using the Sally Hansen's to coat it with. Roll all the way back down. We're going to build it up right there at the head, and we're going to give it kind of a little bit of a tapered effect. I told y'all I was going to bump that camera. Just like that. And we're going to get our whip finish tool. We're going to put 2 whip finish knots in it. I'll pop it out. Like that, give it all nice and snug. Pull down on it there just a little bit. Reach in there with your scissors, cut that off, and then we're going to use our Illuma UV. We'll give it a good coating. We're also going to coat our jig head at the same time. I did not put my jig heads in the oven to bake to cure, just because I knew I was going to be using the UV resin on it. And I did not get my flashlight ready, and I think it's clear over to the other end of the shop, but few minutes under that light, and that's ready to go. Should make the perfect little shell cracker bluegill jig. I'm pretty sure if you found a bluegill bed and you pitched that right there in the middle of it, the color is going to get everything's attention. And that should be a very productive jig with the least amount of materials. A cheap way to tie a jig. And it wouldn't even have to be bucktail. If you got other materials laying around you want to put in that, pieces of old hackle feather, leftover marabou. A simple jig. Give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Don't forget, like, share, hit that thumbs up. It helps my channel out. I'm not asking you for any money, but it helps the algorithm of my channel move up. I greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you. If you want to see something, let me know. Send me a message. Let me know what you think about these bluegill jigs. If you've got a different material you always use for your bluegill jig, send me a message. Let me know. I'd love to hear about it.